It's happening just the way we thought it would happen, but it's been about 6 months. So we're seeing how the fires in Southern California, specifically in Los Angeles County, are changing the area. We're talking directly about the Pacific Palisades and how everything is going to change for the people that were living there and for the people that are going to be moving there soon. We're going to talk about it. We're going to follow up to our other stories. Check out the other videos as we look at the truth between lines. If you haven't been following the stories about the fires that happened in January of 2025 to Los Angeles County, and pretty much most of California for that matter, we've been doing a few stories, a few videos about that. And I follow this particularly because I used to live in California. I know the area a little bit, what we're talking about, but specifically talking about the Pacific Palisades. Okay, they're about 20 miles west of Los Angeles, of downtown Los Angeles, and they're seriously affected and basically destroyed by all these fires. So if you don't know where this exactly is, it's a west side region of the city of Los Angeles, okay, looking on a map. So it's been 6 months, and if you remember the Eaton fires, the Palisades fires, it just came over those mountains. Absolutely horrible, horrible thing. People, a lot of people died, but a lot of people did get out, at least where they had a chance to get out. And it's not even the city, but the area was left in ruins because the fire just whipped through there at hugely intense temperatures. And we all sat around and we said, it's going to be interesting how they're actually going to be rebuild this. Not only physically, like, all right, you got people to have to build it themselves, so labor. You're going to have the materials and everything else. Like, where are they going to get it? How much is it going to cost to do all these things? It's like, all right, it's kind of crazy. And it's really turned the insurance industry upside down. And we're seeing that right now with insurance rates continually going up. And people are always like, oh, my insurance is going up in Southern California. Well, yeah, because you just had a huge fire that knocked out 20,000 homes and all this other devastation that happened. And there's probably a fire going on right now as you're watching this, even though it could be taped in 6 months. Kind of where we're at with the whole thing. But we always kind of said, all right, what's going to happen though? Are the people going to be able to come back and just rebuild their houses? Okay, their single family houses. Are they going to be able to do that? And of course, the city came out and said, we're going to allow all these people to have their permits and all the processes are going to go so quickly. They're going to rebuild. This is going to be great for our community. We'll do it. Other videos, a couple weeks ago, I did it, and it was like they had 4 permits out. I haven't checked how many they have now, but I haven't heard a whole lot about the building. What I have been hearing about is what we're going to be talking about, and that is the grant money that's now coming in. Now, the grant money isn't going to individuals to rebuild their houses. The grant money is being used for multifamily, low-income housing developments. Big surprise. If you don't know what the 15-minute city is, you're basically seeing it in action right now. It is an idea, a concept that's now coming straight to life. And why not? We're talking about Los Angeles. We're talking about a hugely Democratic area. Now, I'm not going to fall in that trap of saying that the Democrats deserve anything. I am not saying that. If you say that about Texas and the floods, you are just an evil person. I am saying this is a Democratic area. Over 71% of the people in 2024 voted for Kamala Harris. Okay, 71%. So I'm looking at it like, all right, you have a huge problem. You have these Democratic ideas of all this housing and helping the people and the legal immigrants and the less fortunate, and of course the equitable income of everybody's status. How are you going to react? I want to see if it's going to be like Martha's Vineyard, where they all of a sudden got a whole bunch of immigrants coming into their area, and they're like, oh no, just you can't settle here, just somewhere else. And we're so fortunate to have learned from your experiences. Yeah, okay. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen in this situation. Purely about future, not any penalties. Okay, let's get that very straight. Don't take my words out of my context. Okay, so looking at this whole thing, we went over all those details. So the money now is coming in. There's being funded. I'm specifically talking about $101 million in funding going towards it. Now, this is going to be for more equitable and resilient Los Angeles. That's what it's for, right? They're looking at putting up apartments, which this area really wasn't. This area was sought after by celebrities and other high-profile individuals. They're all seeking privacy, and it's very, very known for its seclusion and its small town feel. Now, it's not really a town. It's incorporated, okay? So I'll just make that clear as well. This is actually, it's a community as their own council. Okay, so it's not part of Los Angeles. It's the city is part of Los Angeles County. So it has its own community council. Council meets about twice a month, and the council has rejected the city offers to become a part of Los Angeles City proper, but they reject it because they want to control their own destiny. So now with this unfortunate thing, basically Democrats or other areas of people that are in charge of California are now throwing money at the development for it. Because if you can't bring them into your fold, you might as well just buy them out. We've seen this throughout history, unfortunately. And they talk about the underscoring of the urgent need for multifamilies to come into this area. Okay, now what exactly does that need? These grants are going to be able to be qualified by the following: housing for those exiting institutional settings or homelessness, transit-oriented development that boosts density near transit stops. With low-income housing, because the affordability requirements use county-level income levels. So not the local levels of all the celebrities and all the other people that are living in the Pacific Palisades. They're using the entire county to get the what qualifies you for a low income. So you'll see very low income people, and it will reflect a much lower income than the normal for the affluent neighborhoods that just got burnt. So it's very interesting to see, okay, if you're a rich celebrity and you're trying to rebuild your house, and now all of a sudden you're going to start seeing apartments pop up for low income people that basically are experiencing homelessness and just got out of jail or out of a mental facility. We'll see what happens. We're going to keep following this. We're going to keep reading as much as we can, following the videos, and continue on the series of the affordable housing that we've been doing from New York City all the way to Southern California. Anyway, we're between lines, and this is the truth. Or hey, it could be the truth between lines. Between